Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Nicole and welcome to Monetary Makeup. So I just finished completing most of my makeup. I created this eyeshadow look that has a beautiful lilac hue, and I thought, you know what, I really wish I had a lipstick that would match this eyeshadow. And then I remembered I just purchased these new Urban Decay lip balms. The two different shades I picked up are called Cuffed Up and Solo Player. So I just thought I'd pop on and do a super quick swatch video for you guys. So if you're excited to see how these new Urban Decay lip balm products swatch and you enjoy the video while you're watching, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and let's get started right now. So let's first go over a couple of quick details about these new lippies. The new Urban Decay Vice Lip Balm Unbreakable Liquid Lip Colors retail for $25 US and come in 4.2 mils or 0.14 fluid ounces. As I mentioned, the two different shades I picked up to try are called Cuffed Up and Solo Player. You guys know the drill. It is swatch time. Shake, shake, shake. So the light pink is in the shade Cuffed Up and the purple shade is Solo Player. Let's get these on the lips. So I picked up the shade Solo Player, the purple, just because I wanted to try something different. So let's start off with the shade Cuffed Up and then we will finish with Solo Player. And just so you know, you are supposed to shake these lipsticks before application. Alright, so starting with the shade Cuffed Up. Now you guys, I am getting ready to go out of town, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a wear test, but I will update you guys once I'm back from out of town. So this was a very light layer in the shade Cuffed Up. I feel like this is an everyday wearable nude pink for my skin tone. I'm building this up, that way you guys can actually see the shade. I know it's a little bit difficult to tell on camera. Alright, so one thing I am noticing is specifically with this shade Cuffed Up, it does look a little bit patchy, especially on the bottom lip here. And this is the second layer. I think because it is such a fair shade, it's probably why my lines are kind of peeking through. So I can already tell you, because this shade is so bright, even on my fair skin tone, I would probably go in and use this shade with the lip liner in the future. Or you could simply go in with your finger to blot out any harsh edges, or I would go in with one of my favorite lip brushes. Now this is actually an eye brush from Scott Barnes. This is his number 61 brush, but I just find it is the perfect shape for the lips. So yeah, if I just use my finger here to kind of blot over the edges, I think it would help to blend in with the rest of my skin tone. So I would say with this formula, they actually dry down pretty quickly. However, it's still pretty tacky. Alright, well I actually really like this shade Cuffed Up. Next, let's move on to Solo Player. So I did just vigorously wipe my hand with a wipe, and it did leave a little bit of staining. Now whenever I go in with any sort of matte or liquid lipsticks, I always make sure I prep my lips with a lip oil or lip gloss. And then I just take a paper towel and blot it off. Shake, shake, shake. All right, I am so curious about Solo Player. All right, moment of truth. You do have to work a little bit quickly, I'm finding. Alright, so if you go in with too much product, it starts to go over your lip line a bit, so I would recommend going in with less rather than more. Alright, so what do you guys think about this shade Solo Player? This shade is actually a little bit brighter than I was expecting, and you know, I'm not sure if I love it or hate it. You guys are going to have to let me know down below what you think. Now I did notice on application, the shade Solo Player, it didn't patch up quite as much as Cuffed Up. And I almost wonder if it's because the shade Solo Player has a little bit more pigment than Cuffed Up. So next time I would definitely use a patting motion with my finger just around the edges, the lip brush, or simply use a lip liner. Now what's kind of interesting about these lipsticks, they do start to dry down very quickly. However, can you tell how tacky these still are? I know it looks funny like a fish, but I wanted you to see the tack to them. Alright, well let me know down below. Are you team Cuffed Up or team Solo Player? Or did you pick up any of these lip balms yourself? And if so, what shade is your favorite? Well, surprisingly, I actually really like both of these shades. I would say the shade Solo Player is probably not something I would wear frequently, but I do really like how different the shade is. You know, the last thing I want to mention, usually when I go in with any sort of matte or liquid lipsticks in general, because my lips are typically dry since I have such dehydrated skin, especially on my lips, usually they start to sink in and kind of dry out those lines, but I'm not noticing any of that with these. It's definitely a hydrating formula. Alright, well, assuming these new lip balms last throughout the day, I would say they're getting 2 thumbs up from me. Alright you guys, so I am back. It has only been about an hour, so not an all-day wear test or anything, but I just wanted to mention that this formula takes a long time to dry down. And with that, I am noticing that this formula is not 100% transfer proof. But I feel like that's kind of what you sacrifice with liquid lipsticks. If they're hydrating like these, you're probably going to get some transfer. If they're super drying, they probably last throughout the day. You know, because I am someone that has very dry lips, I think I would rather have a little bit of transfer rather than my lips be super dry and uncomfortable throughout the day. Alright, well, don't forget to comment down below. Are you team Cuffed Up or team Solo Player? And don't forget to mention what your favorite shade is if you've tried any of these out. Alright, well, I really hope you all enjoyed this quick little swatch video. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys!